Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. This video is a walkthrough for the interior design firm OS, a Notion template made for the general workflow of an interior design firm. So if you need anything customly made for you for your business, you can contact me at contact@peakanotion.com or book a call using the link in the description. So let's start this walkthrough with the dashboard. Okay, so our dashboard is structured this way. We have the databases first, some quick action buttons, some charts, and then other views below. Starting off with the first section, we have the databases grouped into four little sections, which is people, design studio, operations and resources, and finances. Then we have some quick action buttons, and then our charts. So these buttons help you add something to the specific databases which are linked. Like for example, this button will help you add a new line in the project database, the client same for the client database, etc. So the first chart is the furniture markup. This is a formula coming from the project's databases, which is going to get the product's income, the product's markup, and is going to show it right here based on each product's based on each project. Second, we have the procurement status. This is showing the status of your procurements, which are products, and currently it is only filtered to show the status which are to do or in progress, and they include, of course, proposed, approved, ordered, shipped, received, etc., and not the complete ones. Next, we have the budget, also coming from the project budget. This will help you visualize which projects are allocated the most resources. Next, we have the top suppliers. This is going to show you which supplier you are currently purchasing a lot from, and it's here filtered by, of course, only purchase orders. Next, we have the gallery view for the list of products you have. So if you add any photos for your products, they are going to be shown here for the gallery view. Next, we have the logistics pipeline, which is your products library by status. So you can change the status of a product, for example, when it is ordered, then shipped, then received, then installed, etc. Next, you can track your budget by room. So this is also coming from the products library, and if you link any products with a specific room, then you can see them here grouped by room and the products for this room, and this will allow you to see the total spent on this room and the remaining budget. Next, we have the material and finishes also as a board view. This is going to show you an overview of the materials that you have, the prices, their type, etc. Now let's go back and show you the databases. So starting off with the clients, in the people section, we have the database for the clients. Here we have all clients. Clients contain a status, email, and some other properties that you can discover, and it is related to contacts, projects, invoices, etc. We have the second view for the clients, which is only going to show you the active clients. This is filter by active. And then this is the leads, which is going to show you the list of your leads. Now, if we go back once again, we have the list of suppliers. So this is the list of your suppliers. You can have their contact, their phone number, their account number, their email, etc. You can also add some other properties if you would like. And of course, there is some relations to the contacts, the products, and the materials. We have a separate view for active suppliers. We can see the suppliers by category. So if they are supplying us with furniture, fabric, tile, lighting, etc. And of course, you can add some other categories if you would like to. We have the team database. This is going to show you the list of your team members, and you can assign them to a specific role, give them a specific status, we'll add their hourly rate, their email, phone number, skills. So this is going to help you group your team in a good and more efficient way. Your team is also linked to some tasks, so you can give them some tasks, some projects, their timesheets, and to design library and expenses. You can also have a separate view for the active team. This is filtered by active, and it is going to show you your team by category. So here the principal, senior designer, etc. Have the contacts database. This is where you store all your contacts, their emails, phone numbers, and some notes. You can add their role, for example, and you can relate them to either a client or supplier. So this is a better way for saving clients outside uh, the contacts, sorry, outside the clients or suppliers database. Of course, you have a separate view for roles and a contact card. Of course, you can add some images here, and they will display for you to see them. Now, for the second section. So the second section is the design studio, and it has project database first. So let's take a look at it. So this is the projects database, contains the list of your projects and some properties like the total budget, the clients assigned to it, the timeline, start and end, the site address. Now here, this is the property that was used in the dashboard. So once you link some products, for example, let's add one more product, it will uh, be added to the furniture profit because this will be a property inside the products database, and only by adding them, linking them here, you will see exactly your profit. And then the fees profit, which you can make up by making a new invoice and then linking it to this project, and it will automatically grab that invoice amount, of course only if the type is design fee or a retainer, and map out the current amount for you to add it right here. Of course, projects are also linked to team, rooms, expenses, content engine, material finishes, tasks, timesheets, etc. And we have a lot of other views like seen project by status, by timeline for starts and ending dates. We can see the furniture profit for each project. We can see the fees profit for each project, and we can see the budget allocated to each project. Okay, so next we have the rooms database. This is where you can store all your rooms. Your rooms can have some types, status, a room budget, a mood board photo which you can upload, some designed notes. You can link your rooms to some projects and products. This client spends is going to calculate the sum of the amount from these products. We have also relation with materials and the remaining amount, which is going to subtract the client spends from the room budget. You can also see your rooms by type, and you can also see a gallery view of your rooms if you do add an image to of course this property boards. All right, so going back once again, we have the product library. It's all this list of all your products. You can add some photos for your products. You can add some status, some category, a trade price, client price, the quantity, for example, if someone ordered it, the total, and this is going to calculate the total based on the client price times quantity, the total profit, which is going to be client price minus trade price times quantity. You can add some dimensions, some finish, the SKU, some related projects, some related suppliers, room expenses, tasks, etc. And this is going to calculate the remaining budget within relation with the room. So we can also see the products library by status, the same view on the dashboard. You can see also the products library by category. You can see the visuals for the products. We can see the products library by room. So for example, this room has this product, this room has this product. Of course, this happens if we link a specific product to this room. All right. Also, this is filtered by the status is approved or ordered. So make sure that the actual product is either approved or ordered to be shown here. And then finally the procurement status, which is going to show you the total for each specific status. So we have one product which is proposed, one that is ordered, and for example one that is approved. Now going back once again, we have the material and finishes. This is a list of all your materials. You can add some photos for your materials, the type, some finish code, status, etc. You can see your materials by type, and you can see them by gallery view, just like the one on the dashboard. Now to the operations and resources section, starting with the tasks. So this is the list of all your tasks. A task can have some status, priority, type, some due dates. You can link them to some projects. You can assign them to a team member. You can relate them to some product or some timesheets. You can add some description, etc. And you can have or see them by status, so you can drag and drop from to do, in progress, and complete. And you can see your tasks by priority. So here they are sorted by priority. So high will be shown first, medium then low, and this is only going to show the stages which are not done, so the ongoing tasks. After that, we have the timesheets. So here you can store all your timesheets. You can have a date, the hours worked, the project phase, is it billable or not, the description. You can relate it to some specific project, team, or tasks, and you can note the total costs. You can also see the timesheets by project phase, and you can see, for example, this week timesheets. The design library SOPs. Here you can store all your SOPs. For example, if you click open page, and here you can, on this page, for example, write on a list of checkboxes or some lists or some text to follow up or to describe what's to be described. Next, we have the content engine. Here you can store all your ideas, select which platform, add a status, a publish date, an image, link it to a certain project, add some captions, for example. You can also see this as a board view to drag and drop to switch the status, and also a calendar view to know the publish date. We are arriving to the final section, which is the finance section, starting with the invoices database. Here we're going to store all your invoices, specify a type, the amount, the status, the issue date, the due date, related to some client or some project. You can also upload the PDF or some notes. You can see your invoices by status. You can see your outstanding invoices, and a chart of all your invoices grouped by type here. Now for our final database, which is the expenses and POs. Here you can store all your POs, specify if it's the type, either purchase order or the type of your expense, the status, the total amount, the date, uploaded received. You can relate it to some projects, vendors, products, team, add some notes, etc. You can see the expenses by status. You can see them by type. You can see the top suppliers, and you can see the expenses by category. Alright, this was the walkthrough for the interior design firm OS, and thank you for watching.